Thank you for joining us here at the Health Light. This is Williams-Singh, acupuncture physician, food therapist, and much, much more. If you're new to this channel, take the time out now or consider subscribing today. The content of this channel covers a widespread variety of information which I have a tendency to use resources of history parallel with today's current health conditions, research scientific journals, medical journals, books, and much, much more. And observation through experience, medical experience. Authentically, genetically driven, centered around food therapy, alternative medicine, meaning organic, wildcraft, sea, and vegetation formulas for herbs. You're looking at these fishes in this aquarium, but have you ever wondered, or do you think, in what way does the fishes get oxygen? Think about that for a minute. Let me give you a brief explanation and a parallel. Fishes obtain their oxygen from the molecules in the water. The fishes actually absorb the oxygen in or through the gills. These gills that the fishes have, it contains capillaries. So the gills are made of capillaries, and the bed of the capillaries certainly have blood. So that's right. Fishes absorb oxygen through their capillaries because that's a way and a means for them to survive, very much like us. We need oxygen to survive. But here's the point. The source of the oxygen is permeating through the gills, and the gills are made of capillaries. And like I said in a previous video, we obtain and we must have oxygen through our blood vessels, and certainly our blood vessels include our arteries, our veins, and our capillaries similarly. If you've been coming to this channel, you would have noticed that my main focus is to talk about oxygen. For the last few videos, that is, we've observed it in a variety of ways. And I also said that I'll show you some ways of how to exercise. But please, let's talk about something. This will get you into the mood of understanding or recognizing this in a very different way. Trauma is something that could be on a worldwide level, historically speaking, on a medical level. Children, they were observed and they were utilized and experimented on. And this happened in the 1900s. If you know what I'm talking about, I'm speaking about the diabolical, traumatic experiences that families had to live to know that their family members went through experimentation. This happened in Germany. Twins were utilized in order to prove a point in research, and I'm speaking about Germany. Everybody will consider something as traumatic on a worldwide level, but are you familiar with those men and women whose hands were cut off? This happened in the Congo. Again, trauma could be personal and it could be a worldwide thing. Their hands were cut off because they were unable to deliver a certain amount of substance from trees. And again, I will say that this is medical, not in a direct way in terms of experiment, but it's still traumatic. People's hands. This is changing their health condition, and their limbs were removed. If you're not sure who I'm speaking about a place in the Congo. Although this happened a long time ago, it still occurred. There's another man that comes from the Congo. His name is Patrice Lumumba, and he comes from the Congo. Traumatic experience affect us in different ways, and I'm speaking to you now biologically, but trauma could be very personal. It could be a personal situation where it could be a family member. It could be a shocking news that may affect us or may affect you or me differently depending on how close we're related to the situation. Think about that for a minute. How it affects, how it distresses your oxygen, your energy. If you're thinking about things even today at your job, if you're striving to improve, to get to another level of employment, to move into a different realm of finances, security, those things or those ideas and thoughts can leave one feeling breathless. Now, today we're going to look at something very briefly, and I'm going to talk to you about the difference between yoga and meditation. We're looking now for solutions. Yoga and meditation has been here for thousands and thousands of years historically. But there is a difference between yoga and meditation. In fact, the original thought and the original idea of yoga and meditation has been personalized to individuals' needs and wants, hoping and wishing for a solution. So, what is the difference? Yoga is still moving with your breathing in your body, but it's more movements. It's more getting limber, because as you practice it, you get more limber and flexible. Today, I'm going to give a demonstration of meditation. People sometimes use meditation as a way to start their day or as a way to end their day. They could use mantras. They could use a form of prayer. But the key is the impact and the direct exertion of one's breath. If you don't mind doing this with me right now, take a deep breath in through your nose and out through your mouth. I'll be setting up an area where I could show you how to sit. And today, this video is going to be a mantra to respond to power, your personal power, and your presence in your personal power. Guys, in the next video is where you're going to have that. I'm going to upload that very soon because I want to just focus on how to sit and how to be in a position for meditation. And again, meditation, you could also look at that as doing your personalized prayer. But I'm going to dedicate this video that's coming up next to personal power in your own presence. Again, there are a variety of videos or a variety of topics that I could use, but that is the one that I'm going to use for you today. Let's take a look at something. This is another way of getting oxygen. So we're looking at plants on land. We're looking at water. And these are the ways of obtaining more oxygen.